You're really on this ASMR thing, innit?
Yeah, man, why not? I told you had me waiting for bed, man.
I don't have you waiting, bruv. What do you mean? First time I turned the camera on and that.
Man's finally here.
In another cracker's country.
In the building.
Making another cracker's money.
After about a whole 2 months of man saying, yeah, you free Monday? You free Tuesday? I'm like, yeah, boss.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, we'll film that day, we'll film that.
Like, even last week, yeah, I was talking to Jada, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna relax Friday. I'm not. I was like, wait, I feel like I'm doing something on Friday, but and she was like, Rashad, you're having people over, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, nice. I just have a bad memory, innit? Not my fault. I was born with it, molded by it. I didn't see good memory until it was nothing but blinding. So, what, you gonna introduce yourself or what?
You're the host, you introduce man like.
For the first time today, innit? I didn't even introduce myself. I feel like I'm gonna have to start doing it, innit? It's gonna film it, innit? Shall I film it?
I mean...
Shall I film it?
What do you mean film it?
Let's film the cringe and just do like a regular intro. Like,
like,
hello, welcome!
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel.
What's up guys? Project are here! There's one, you know the Dragon Ball Fighters guy that you said just sits in a chair and he slumps everybody?
Yeah.
He does it ironically as well. Like, so he'd be streaming on Twitch and then like, so during his stream he might say, oh guys, by the way, this is going to be a YouTube video, innit? And then like, halfway through the video, someone will put in his chat, oh Hook, you haven't done a YouTube intro. And he's like, oh, I haven't done it. What's up guys? Hook again, shit here, and fucking YouTube intro. And then, yeah, so that's going to be me.
But it's just very moist. Like, I just find it so moist. Like,
just
sitting in front of the camera and just be like, "Hello, guys, welcome back to the channel. You know, it's Marleigh here. Today we're talking about this, and this. Make sure you like. Not even. You have to do the. You have to make sure you add me up on my social. It's going to be right there. It's going to be right there. It might be somewhere on the screen of that. Might be there. I don't know if it's going to be there. And yeah, just make sure you add me on my socials. I
don't know why they say it. I don't know where it's going to be. Like, you don't do your own cards on the screen. It might be up here.
And you're not going to watch the video before it gets edited. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And then there'll be the pause. You can't forget the pause. Pause. Cool. Think they liked the video yet? You think they liked it yet? Think they liked it? And yeah, now they've liked it. Alright, cool, we can get into the video now.
The whole like, comment, subscribe thing is more for the neutral YouTube watcher or viewer who doesn't have like an account. And like whatever's trending in the world right now could be Corona this or Donald Trump that. But then it could also be like, oh, this FIFA YouTuber who just dropped a video or something like that. And you just like, what? Introduce yourself, bro. What's your name, bro?
Marleigh. Mace.
You're not called Mace, bro.
I'm joking.
Can't lie to you, man. There's a Donny who's been sitting on the bike. He's been there since I pressed record, fam. That's what, 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Where?
Look at him there across the road, fam.
What's he doing?
So I called that the ambulance or something. Should I knock on the window?
Nah, don't do that.
Bro, he didn't move, bro. He didn't even flinch. Why does that? Yeah, this is Marleigh's my brother. We actually technically lived together for like the past 2 months, and I just never got around to recording this. Since college has started, he's moved back to our older brother's house. And only now he's come back.
Man's ear in the building. Man's ear. You get me? Not because I don't want to wear them out. Come on, because I don't want to wear them out, fam.
Ah, you're a clown.
Shout out JME, fam.
I told you, we're basically family, innit? Obviously, remember Skepta was like reportedly dating Adele. Yeah, remember that?
Okay.
And then obviously, Mum knows Adele's auntie. Like, my mum and Adele's auntie are actually really good friends, innit? She lives like round the corner from here, innit? So obviously, technically, me and Jamie are like in-laws. You look at it like that.
My mum don't know your mum, so tell him, man, you're my cousin and that, fam.
She technically does though, because our mum knows Adele's auntie. He probably knows Skepta's mum, innit? So.
But our mum don't know his.
Yeah. By association.
Stop telling man.
By association.
Like, cousin.
I'm not saying Jamie's my cousin though. I said we're basically kind of like in-laws in it, but it's one of them ones. Boom. I can't lie to you. Like this like took a couple of attempts to actually get up and running.
Certain man were organised.
I was organised with the notes. You can't beat me out like that, Marleigh, man. I've been bragging about how organised I am on this podcast. Man. You can't just... I actually have been...
It's time for the truth.
No. This is gonna sound a bit like artificial because we did cover this point like 20 minutes ago. But
yeah. So obviously man started doing the music thing.
Wait, sorry. I need to give you guys context. Basically, the reason I said you want feedback is because ignore what I just said. Go ahead.
Man,
Go ahead.
Why did you like? I'm explaining the story, and then you're trying to give context that I'm about to give. I don't understand. Anyway, yeah. So I started doing the music thing back in April, and then after like a few posts on my Insta that I put up, someone that I know popped up to me, and it was basically asking me like, no, they popped up to me and said, we need to talk. I was thinking, this is odd. This is odd. I knew it was about music because obviously I just started.
Is there rum in that muffin?
Why? What are you talking about? Rum in the muffin?
A bit of rum, Marleigh.
Rum in the muffin?
Rum in the bottle.
Nah, there's blueberries. I'm drinking water. I know it's not a see-through fast, but that's water, and in the muffin is flipping blueberries.
Alcoholic in it.
Nah, man.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so she popped up to me and was like, oh, we need to talk. I was thinking, obviously I knew it was good, like I said.
Man said we need to talk, you know?
Yeah, like, of all things.
Not even his girl and that.
Man
said...
Obviously I knew it was going to be about music, because I just started the posts. Now that I'm looking back at them now, the posts that I had put up, because I did take off a few that I wasn't really like, not to say that I hated them, but there was a certain, like, there's certain stage of progression that I went throughout those posts, and you can kind of see how I improved across that, in my opinion, and other people's opinion actually, because when I spoke to my boys about it, they said the same thing, and they said to me that I sound like this. First they asked me if it was a spoken word or rap thing, and I was thinking, spoken word and rap are two different things, and if you look at the posts that I have, there's clearly a distinction between the two, so I said it's both, and then they said, oh well, because it's both, I think it should continue, that's good. So I was thinking, if it wasn't, you obviously, what was it that you said? You obviously, remember when I spoke to you about it? You obviously
there was some as a feedback thing.
Yeah, you obviously...
So basically, the girl asked him, can I give you feedback? And Marleigh was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh, actually, never mind, you might get offended. But the whole thing of feedback is not solely positive. There is also negative feedback. So if you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings giving feedback, then obviously there's some underlying topics that you're like trying to hide in it.
Yeah, and then that goes back to like, why would you even pop up to me in the first place? Because you obviously knew that you came into this conversation knowing that you wanted to say something, and then when I've said, okay, give me the feedback that you're going to give me, you're then saying, I don't want to do that because I feel like I'm not trying to be a bitch, I'm not trying to like hurt you. Then why would you even start this conversation in the first place? So then they said to me that I sound like J. Cole and Eminem, but it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying what I'm doing. But I was thinking, it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying what I'm doing, apparently. But I was thinking, why would I spend time and effort in something that I'm not enjoying? Like, if obviously I'm putting out posts, obviously recently it's been about sticky ones still. I haven't been doing
let's talk about this.
Let's talk about recently, innit? But back then, innit, man's on the thing, I was on job, consistent. So I was consistent with my posts, and if I'm being consistent with something, then why is it that you try and tell me that it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it? Because like I said, even with like when I spoke to my boys about it, they were basically saying that my very first post was not that great. They said that to me straight, just plain and simply, which I appreciated because it was a lot better than dilly-dallying and saying, I've got feedback for you, but I don't want to hurt you. Like, just say it plain and simple, say it how it is. And that's what I would appreciate more than you going around the point, because they were basically saying that they've seen the progression from where I started, and then how I just got better basically with every single video that I've posted since. So then, yeah, that's the feedback story. Really, yeah.
Okay, so the reason that I wanted you to talk about that story in this podcast, as you've seen from the come on, that's another YouTube thing, innit? They'd be like, oh, so today we're gonna do this, as if you haven't seen the title or seen the thumbnail. Like, I don't know why people. So today, obviously, the title is "Love Songs About Your Ex." The content of the post is the reason that I keep taking the piss out of Marleigh for it, because he was talking about the video. He was talking about a girl, not that girl, but just like, I don't know why she was in her feelings in it, but what was it? He just threw me off. Oh yeah, so the freestyle I did was about a girl, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was talking about a girl he was talking to at the time, or even any time recent to writing that thing, because
or any time at any point in my life.
Well, that is a stretch, but that's what I'm getting
to.
Because as a creative, you can write, or you can draw, or you can act using feelings that are not necessarily presently affecting you. So, for example, like, I know with acting, for an actor to cry or look sad on stage or in front of a camera, they have to think about a time in their life, any time in their life, that they have felt that emotion and try and channel what they were feeling on that day. So it's like, because it's impossible to just sit there and go, okay, I'm gonna be upset now, without actually thinking of something to make you upset. But that something doesn't have to have been yesterday or last week or last year or 10 years ago, or it could be literally any time in your life that you're channeling those feelings from. And the same goes with when you're writing or rapping or singing, whatever, writing lyrics. I've written lyrics about depression, about murdering someone, about... Should I not said that? Should I cut it out?
Allegedly,
of course. Allegedly. No. The thing is, because I haven't done it. I haven't murdered anybody, so I don't need to say allegedly. I've written songs about how I was feeling in sixth form, which was 7 years ago. I don't expect people to pop up, because people who know me now, they know that I'm not going through depression anymore. So when those songs come out, I don't expect anyone who's close to me to pop up and be like, oh, Charlotte, is everything okay, or you need someone to talk to, because they know that I'm not writing about what's currently affecting me. There we go. Yeah, like, I personally write, if something has really, really badly affected me, I would write about it on that day. So, unless I've written, recorded, and released the song, the very day that something bad has happened, just assume that I'm writing about something that's happened way in the past.
It's interesting, like, hearing you say that now, because you made me remember a certain conversation I had with someone who actually popped up. Two people, actually, maybe more people in general, popped up to me, like, after I posted something. So, like, I think it was the spoken word that I did about therapy. I think one of my boys popped up to me and he was like, bro, are you alright? I was thinking, yeah, like, I'm cool, I'm blessed. Like, oh, what do you mean? And he's like, oh yeah, like, the recent thing that you posted, like, it was kind of deep. It made me realize that people don't really realize when you're writing something, or even when they listen to something that you've written, it's not necessarily about what's happening now. It can be about something that happened before. And someone else popped up to me about it as well, and was asking, like, all sorts of questions and delving in deep to it, like who are you talking about? Like, are you okay? Like, what is this scenario about? Like, are you sure you're okay? Like, what's going on? So I was just thinking, just so you can understand.
And your brethren. Hey.
When I like Shah said, when I post certain things, I don't expect that sort of reaction, because it's really not that deep. It's really, really not that deep. Really not that deep. Yeah.
So what is your writing process like? As I just said that, if something bad happens,